Well, we do that, what I think of CRC cleaner, intake and turbo cleaner, a week in. So, we'll talk about that in a second here. Sounds like I got a squeaky brake. But anyway, I think it worked. Worked pretty good. Worked really good, really, actually. The car runs way smoother than it did. We're gonna go a different way here just because I don't like the traffic on the main road. It sucks. It's like one road in and one road out of this town I live in, and everyone's on it, you know. So anyway, yeah, I think that stuff worked really good. $14 a can. I guess it's better than paying for a walnut blast on your valves and things. But I will tell you, if I do it again, I'm going to do things a tad differently, just because I really felt like initially it hurt the car. I don't think that anymore, but because the car runs great. I mean, it runs better than it ever ran the whole time I've owned it. But I will do things a little bit differently, especially with the initial startup. And if you noticed in that video, if you watched it, the smoke was only coming out of one side, which I thought was interesting. So I'm going to try to see what that's about. Maybe I got a catalytic converter that's hanging up, but I don't really think so because the car runs too smooth. I did pick up some gas mileage. She was averaging around 19, because I do a lot of city driving. City, so 19-20. I noticed it was getting around 22, 23. And thought that was pretty good. Boy, traffic everywhere, I tell you. It's ridiculous. This little town I live in is getting a little too big for its britches. Part of the issue with that is we got 7 prisons here, and so there's just a bunch of people. We got every kind of police officer you could imagine, and it's just people everywhere. But yeah. So CRC cleaner, yes, I recommend it. I will recommend doing things, especially if you got a higher mileage car like I do. This car has 161,000 miles on it, and it just, don't get rev happy is what I'm saying. Kind of take it easy, because the little clacky noise it made at first kind of scared the heck out of me. I thought I bent the valve, and I'm glad I didn't. But yeah. So CRC intake cleaner is good. I wouldn't do it all the time. You know, maybe every other few oil changes or something. But in other news, I guess, with the channel, our winter beater that we're supposed to be, I want to get, is postponed at the moment. I was kind of banking on that second stimulus check to buy a new winter beater so I can park the Dodge here, and well, you know, things aren't exactly going as planned. Sorry, I got allergies this time of year pretty bad. But yeah, so I'm waiting on the government to spit out the cash that they're not exactly promising. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we might get a winter beater, it might not. So it's just, it's up in the air. So I might end up driving the Dodge this winter again, which I really don't want to do, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And this car is also, I've been contemplating painting it. The body on this car, there's no rust, but it's rough. Like, there's Bondo in the doors, and, you know, I got hit. The bumpers are replaceable, but, you know, I'm not looking to do a full restoration on this thing yet. I mean, maybe someday. So I've been toying with the idea of painting it that army green color that I was originally going to put on the Blazer. But I got to figure all that out. And I just haven't talked myself into it, is basically what I'm getting at. The car looks beautiful from, you know, 20 feet away. As it sits, it still has a lot of shine to it. But to roll up one of my windows here, I got them down because I didn't want to run the air. It's not that hot out. Yeah. Basically, I just haven't talked myself into painting it, but I kind of am thinking of painting it army green, that flat army green, and putting some numbers on the bumper, and kind of, you know, going with like a military look, like an, like, you know, like a retired officer's car or something. Would be like an old school officer's car, because I don't believe they drive. I was looking at some photos of military police cars, and they don't really use the green anymore. They're a white with like a blue stripe now, and it just says military police on the side of the car. So I'm thinking of doing that. And like I said, I just haven't talked myself into it yet. And I think, oh, and the only other weird thing I got is a rear tire on the driver's side. Keeps going low, keeps getting real low. My low fuel light just came on, so we'll need to stop and get gas. But I wanted to just make the video on that. I really don't have anything else to talk to about. I mean, and this is like a vlog, but I'm currently on my way up to the hospital to get some lab work done. As many of you may know, I'm type 2 diabetic. Of my own fault. I'm a big old fat guy. I likes that Dr. Pepper and that Coca-Cola and that junk food too much, just like a lot of Americans, but I'm working on that. I actually stopped drinking soda a couple weeks ago, like cold turkey, and hopefully I can never drink it again. I'm hoping, but you actually get something called the Coke flu. I experienced that right after I stopped drinking it. The Coke flu is very interesting. And that's, it's considered like very similar, not exactly the same, but it's very similar to someone coming off of cocaine, because one of the ingredients in Coca-Cola is still they still use the leaf, the oils and stuff that are in the leaves. So yeah. So anyways, guys, enough of that blabbering. I think I am almost there, so I will talk to everybody later. Stay tuned. We might be putting the high performance brakes on this car soon. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later.